It is. TI is. Okay. Planning retouch. Okay. Highlight video. No. Relight on. I don't know what that is. Hello. How are you guys? Okay, come on in. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. You beautiful souls. You beautiful souls. All right, y'all. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna let the symphony play out. And let's see what we have going on today, because the divine said press record, go live. We're about to play cards. That's what we're about to do. That's what we're doing. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna just have some fun. We are going to have a ball. I put a video up a little bit earlier, and I want you guys to check it out. Okay? Already, Ten of Pentacles. Okay? We're going to play some cards. We're going to set the stage. We're going to play fives. I got five on it. I got five on it. I got five on it. Hey, listen. Listen. I heard that it was Sweetie's Day. I think that's a Detroit thing. I was talking to someone from Detroit, and they said that. Well, I'm like I'm not from Detroit. I'm from Detroit, but I've lived abroad. I've lived out of state for the last 9 years. Yeah. So, Sweetie's Day was not a thing. Okay, so, but I heard that it was a thing today, and it's supposed to be. Now, Sweetie's Day is for the male, and the female is for Valentine's Day. So for those of you who did not know, that Valentine's Day is February 14th. Okay? And Sweetie's Day is today. I don't know. I thought Sweetie's Day, when I did used to celebrate it, I thought Sweetie's Day took place on October 16th, I think. But heck, I wasn't thinking about a Sweetie's Day. Okay, but I don't want to say that I don't cherish the divine masculine. And you know what? Since it is, before we get into the cards, let's do this. We're going to, I don't know how the cards are going to come out today. How we're going to play cards. We're going to play fives. I know that because I asked the divine, like, what are we playing? Because there are a couple games that I made up, and one of them happens to be fives. That's what we made up. So, about the male. About the male. Okay. First of all, on this page, I choose to be guided. So however the spirit moves, that's how we play. However the spirit moves us, that's where we're going. I may play cards. I may sing a song. I'm always singing because I am music. And I also may read a book, one of my books or someone else's. I may read a passage that I'm guided to online. However the spirit moves us, that's how we do us on this page. So I want to welcome all of you here. If you are new, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Yeah, baby. I want you to sit back, relax, take what resonates, and leave the rest. I thoroughly believe that whatever the message is specific. If you were guided here, there is something in it for you. It may not be everything in the message may not be for you. When it sounds good, and sounds good as far as it relates to abundance or something like that, understand that, listen, baby, abundance is relative to the soul's path. All right? Not your path. Not the way that has been created for us by man. That's not necessarily what abundance is. Right? So, today, we're gonna have some fun, but we're gonna have a little message. I want to give a shout out to our divine men, divine masculines. I thoroughly want to say, I want to say that I appreciate you. We appreciate you. We send you great love. Yeah. And joy and peace, strength, right? I want to acknowledge today the sweet masculine. I believe that masculines are, the male is a lot more sensitive than we'd like to say. The male, you have a lot of men, who do not get credit for how they truly are in terms of their heart, in terms of their little hearts. Our men, I'll say, when it comes to being hurt in relationships, the men, I think, have a harder time recovering from those relationships that have caused them pain. They don't get over it as quickly as the woman. And the man who has that soft heart a lot of times find themselves in pickles because, listen, the woman can be way more cunning, way more clever than that man. A lot of men get hemmed up because of their innate desires, their natural desires. They're not doing anything wrong by desiring what they desire. But a lot of men can get caught up. And when a man gets caught up in his natural desires, he finds himself oftentimes caught up in a cycle with women that kind of sniff them out. So this message is for somebody. Maybe you celebrate Sweeties Day. Maybe you've been quite wounded. You've been quite wounded by women, and as a result of your wounds in the past, you've decided not to let it go. Well, not decided not to let it go, but you are hurt today. And it hurts. But because you're a man, you don't want to really let it be known how hurt you are. Sometimes you've stayed too long in relationships because you didn't want to hurt the woman. But then you found yourself in a situation where you stayed too long and you started tipping out on the side. This happens for women too, but I'm talking to the man today. So you find yourself tipping out on the side because you didn't want to hurt them. Or you didn't want to look like the bad guy. The bad guy that people say that most men are bad guys, right? You didn't want to do what you did before in the past. Some men, the nice guys, a lot of times, yeah, you can find yourself entangled with a woman that knows that you're nice. And she knows your weak points and will play it like a fiddle. Like a beautiful violin in an orchestra. And you allow yourself or have allowed yourself to fall prey to her game, her manipulation. And on this day, that's supposed to be the day for the guy, you're alone. You feel alone. In the physical, you don't have a mate. You didn't even know who to trust. because of the women that you've allowed yourself to become entangled with, and you've been moved by. You've been moved by the boobs. You've been moved by the booty. You've been moved by the things that have had you trapped before. Hello. Hey. Who there? How you doing? So I want you to know that you beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gentlemen. I see you. And I know that not all men are bad. I know that not all men are out here like a dog. That's just not true. A lot of men, I have seen men really trying to reclaim themselves in terms of that ideology from the masses, that they have found themselves entrapped with women who sniff them out, who sniff the nice guy out, and they know it. And then the man doesn't know how to say no. Men don't know how to say no too sometimes. Then it's very important for the man to see that you are appreciated as well. You're loved. Not every man wants more than one woman. 2, 3, 4, 5. And every man wants just one. And it's not that the man is bad, that he wants more than one. It's not. That's a man-made rule. And today I feel like I should say that, because it's Sweetie's Day, and that's supposed to be a man day or something. It's supposed to be, now I should say something, because we've made a big deal about Valentine's Day. So I thought Valentine's Day was for everybody, but apparently it's not. So, okay, here we go. The man is not bad. A lot of times a man he's scared. He don't want to tell you that what his true desires are, because he doesn't know if that's what you like. All right, so I want us to understand that. Wow, I was not planning on going here. Come on, God. We got to do it. We got to do it. These man-made rules have caused for there to be so much trouble. I'm just going to say it. It is what it is. The man-made rules, in terms as it relates to relationship, it has caused for there to be so much trouble. It has caused for there to be so many lies, so much deception in relationship, and so many relationships that have failed as a result of the ideologies that have been set up by man, that have caused for people not to be in the love relationships that they desire. It has caused for people to go astray, and people to just wear the pain of the hurt of the suppression that they've been forced, or felt that they've been forced, as a result of what they have chosen to believe and follow. I'm just saying. Can I just keep it real? As we reflect, because my community, we're reflecting, I will not dumb down. God has very much given me the wonderful understanding. Be yourself in every room and allow for the chips to fall where they may. I consider this home. I invite you to experience this channel as home, a place that you can be at peace and know that you will not be judged. You won't be judged. And I'll be damned if I'm judged in my own living room. Welcome. Welcome. So before we get to the cards, let's keep it real. I had this message a long time ago, like about a year ago. a year or so ago, I said I was going to do a message on relationships and how we have been taught in relationships. God bless it. The reason that we've had so many issues, should it not be for how we have been taught about love, how we've been taught about love, what we've been taught that love is, which love isn't. We haven't been taught the truth of love. I don't know what's going on with my comments. They come up and then I don't see them anymore. I don't even know what's happening. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I don't know what, I don't know. I don't see them anymore. Um, I love you guys. I don't see the messages. Like they come up and then they don't come up. I don't know. But let's see. Let's keep it going here. This is very true. The man. Not all men want more than one. And not all men want some. And this may be true for females. Because the shell does not, the shell is this vessel that we live in is literally the vessel, and the soul has no gender. So it responds to the love and the desire, and as we experience this human experience, it is based on several ways. Several ways that we experience it. Hold on 1 minute, guys. Hold on. I'll be back. Don't you go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. Because this is, hold on 1 minute. I don't know how to mute, how to hold on for 1 minute. There you go. There you go. Okay, so as I'm saying, we need to understand that the way we were taught. I'm just having a fireside chat with you guys this day, and we're talking about our men. The way we were taught about life and about love, it forced us into a box and our backs against the wall, and everybody's fighting and everybody's breaking up and everybody doesn't know what they're supposed to do. And some people just say, screw it, I'm not going to be in a relationship. Because why should I be in a relationship? Because then I'm going to have to suppress my true desires. So guess what? I just won't even do it. I won't even do that thing. Because that's how we were taught. Hell, when we were taught about God, even, it's been, you do this or you don't do that. And if you don't choose B, I'm going to send your ass to hell. And you're going to burn forever. And then, God said to me, if you think I did something like that, then you don't know me at all, because it is time for us to get to know you better. I'm just saying. So as today, I found out today was Sweetie's Day, and I think about the man, and a lot of times my heart goes out for the man, because not every man, not every person is bad. And yes, we've gone through some tumultuous things Many of us have. We've got some hell of a stories. And as a result of those stories, we're going to actually grow from those stories. There is an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity for us to really come into the truth of what love truly is. Because we have not known. We have been completely oblivious to the truth of love. Hell, we were suppressing in the indoctrination, so why not? We talk about gaslighting, but we talk about gaslighting and we talk about human trafficking, but if we really think about it, those things were actually the truth of how we were taught about the one, about God. And then we get into the relationships and then we are lost and confused. So today, it was important. I guess God said, go ahead and talk about it. Talk about the truth of it. And don't hold it back. So we're not going to hold it back. We're going to be real about it. So I'm glad that you guys are here, and we are going to play cards, but we're also going to talk about the truth. The truth about how we see our men and the truth of love. So happy Sweeties Day to all of you out there. To all of you beautiful men. I want you to know there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with your desires. The confusion is that you're fighting something that is inevitable. You're fighting something that is true. You're fighting you're suppressing your truth. Yeah. And that's just the truth. Then you have to find yourself, and that's just the truth. So I want you to know that you're okay, that you're strong, that we all appreciate what you've done, your contributions, you sticking it out. See, when people find themselves suppressing, you know what they find themselves doing? They find themselves in a relationship. Now you're creating karma in a world that is completely negative because you can't be yourself. That's what it turns out to be. You can't be yourself, so you find yourself arguing with the truth of you. You can't be you, so you're arguing with the truth of you and you're denouncing the love of yourself. So you can't love anybody else. Yeah. So there will come a time for all of humankind to step up into it so that we can get to the truth of us. So you don't have to denounce relationship. You don't have to denounce the opportunity of love because you feel that you're going to be in a situation of suppression. See it differently. See the opportunity of love differently as it being a reality for you, so that when that opportunity is available and when it's your time for it, it can be drawn to you. So don't see it as something that you don't want, you would rather not have. Don't see it like that. See it like, you know what? I'm okay and I'm good. This is just my desire. You make it what you want to make it. You make and create life how you want to create it. Hell, look at what we've done. We've created a muck because we didn't know any better. We created this fiasco in life because we didn't know any better. A whole bunch of people suppressing the truth of them, not knowing what true love really is, and denouncing the opportunities that have been given to them because of the bondage. given by the indoctrination. So we're going to let it go. We're letting it go today. That's what we're doing. And we're going to play. How y'all doing? Y'all okay? Are you okay? Are you doing good? Feeling good? Like a lady and a man should? All right, let's see. We're going to be playing cards. Okay, let's see. What are we doing? Let me put my glasses on because I got to see what I'm doing. I wish I could play music, but they won't let us play music. If we play music, then they're going to flag my whole gig. Okay, so, and I don't want my thing to be flagged. I would rather not. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and we're playing fives. All right, so we're going to play fives. And we're going to see how it rolls. How y'all doing? You need to cut it. I don't know what happened to... And it says I'm live. Okay, that's good. That is good. I am live. Hey. Oh, look at that. 10. That's what's setting the stage. 10. All right, listen. Look at that. Trust the journey. Clarity, patience, momentum, insight, happiness, progress. It's time to turn your long-held ideas into action. Soon you'll connect with the right people, encounter. My spirit team has been speaking through you and blessing me with your messages. I appreciate you very much. Oh, I appreciate you. I appreciate you too. That is so wonderful. Trust the journey and have faith in the process. Look at this. 10. It's your time. It's your time. Yeah. I thank you so much, Arson. The comment came in and left. I don't know what's going on. I appreciate you. I've been reading your comments too, and I thank you so much for being a loyal guest. No, a loyal family member here on my channel, our channel, okay? I love you guys. I love every last one of you so much. So much. Let's see. First, take one off the top. What do we have? Ooh, 1551. That's 6. Okay, it says, hold your vision, manifestation, abundance, prosperity, dreams, vision, success. Focus on the positive and keep your attention on the outcomes you desire. Now is the time to invest your faith and energy into your ideas, pursuing your goals with all your strength. What you got going on? Your spirit is beautiful, courageous, and brave. Embrace it as you work towards your dreams. All right. Amen. Ashe. And Ashe. Oh, I love it. I love it. We got one more here. Okay, take it from the bottom. Now we're here. 888. Look at that. Karma, balance, prosperity again, success, wealth, cycles. We've been talking about these cycles. Some of you are in a world that you need to get out of. You just need to get out of it. You need to walk up out of that world. Okay, like let it go. Okay, you need to cut it. That's another message I have to share. The result of me cutting what I was guided to cut, and how things begin to flow as a result of the cutting. And it was very simple. When you cut, okay, look, okay, let's we're gonna read this and then we're gonna come back. Okay. It says abundance is on the way, and it extends beyond just financial wealth. This is a reminder that true fortune encompasses all aspects of life. If you don't appreciate those around you today, they may not be there tomorrow. Take responsibility for your actions and use this awareness to unlock your greatest potential. Okay, 888. Listen. Let me tell you, the message has been to cut it. You need to cut it. So I cut it. And I shared my dream that I had the other night. When I cut it, and because of the name that came out, like I verbally said it as soon as I woke up, it woke me up, me saying this person's name who had been someone who had betrayed me in the past. I said it out loud. It woke me up. Because of that, after the message, I knew that was the person that I need to say it and affirm that they were, that I cut the cord of the energy between me and this person. It is done, right? And I called back my energy, blessed and transmuted in every area in my abundance, in my emotions, in my life. I call back my power, blessed and transmuted. Period. That's what I had to do. And after I did that, because cutting that cord meant all of the things that the evil eyes and the things that they had been setting in stone, although it did not tear me down. So yes, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. That just came to me. But no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let me tell you, just because, for example, if you were in a war, you may be shot, but just because you got shot doesn't mean that you were killed, right? So in this scenario, I was able to call back my power, and I did this. So that day, the evidence of that cutting became very apparent, very apparent. So I began to see the things that it was like I was in a whole new world, literally. It was like I was completely somewhere else. Completely, like what had happened before that day had never happened in terms of my encounters with certain people who at first had an issue. All of a sudden they didn't. Unions coming back together. It was like it was cut. The bondages and the chains that they called themselves putting in place via whatever tactics they used were broken. So I am saying to you, whoever you are who's listening to this now, listen here, look here, cut the cord. Because the cord that you are cutting, and ask God, who is it? What is it? Is it a thing? Is it a situationship? Is it a relationship? Is it a job? What is it that you need to cut? Discover what it is that you need to cut and cut it. Because that thing is holding you back and is not tied to only one thing or circumstance in your life. It is tied to a plethora of things. For some of you, cut the cord. You think it's just one thing, personal spirits that take thing off top. But come on. 444. 1, you are protected. You are highly protected. You are highly protected, baby. You don't have to worry about anything because you're highly protected. Look at this. Did I not just say it? Transformation. Prepare for the blessings you've been waiting for. They're on their way. You were born for a higher purpose. Focus your energy on your goals and trust that the universe will align the right people, opportunities, and resources to realize your dreams. You are highly protected. You are a chosen one, and you are highly protected. Okay? So that's important for someone. That's important for someone. And look, you've been through a whole lot. And you've been pushing through everything that you've been through. You've been pushing through it. No matter what. You've been pushing through it. And although you've been, look at that. You see that? You're like laying, it's like a coffin. All of these things, these are the badges that you've worn. You've been through it. All of this. You still got the little sword there just in case something happens come up. You know what to do. Your journey has taught you well. You're resting right now. You're reflecting and resting and getting it done, right? Says here, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, Retreat, renewal, solitude. You're ready. Bring it on. Because you done been through it. I've been through the storm too long. Yeah, you have. You done been through it. And look at this. 99. 99. That's also in numerology. And I follow the divine, so hey, I don't know what it says in another book, but the divine taught me this is also 1111. And a lot of times numbers will come up and show up consistently in different ways. But it's like a hidden message. So like, for example, 9 may show up as 54, and it's 54 all over. 45 is, and 36, and you see all of these versions of the 9, where, and that can be you following through in this, like, you're hidden. It's like it's 9, but it's hidden. And you've been hidden for a while, but in a minute you're not about to be hidden, and the whole world's going to know who you are. The whole new world. What's going to happen? And that's not, listen, and that's not for everybody. That's a very specific message. I really want people to know that okay, the message, when it sounds good, it doesn't mean that it's for everybody. That particular message in that way. I'm that warrior you were talking about. Come on, why does this thing keep going away? I'm that I'm that warrior you were talking about the other day, who ran out the jungle and just kept running. Once again, the message here is about having gone through a lot, but resting and reflecting now. Absolutely. Absolutely. Reflecting now. And in that reflection, there's a lot. There is healing. There is purging. But we also talked about not going back, allowing yourself to go back and marinating in areas that you're not supposed to be marinating in right now. When I say marinate, I mean like in the same old way of thinking and being. It's time for you to accept the new way of thinking. Where are you right now? And appreciating where you are right now. That's important. That's important. Where are you right now? Okay, it says, look at lessons learned. Lessons learned. That's what it says. All right, so culmination, results, benefits, reflection. That's what we're talking about right now. Look at that. Yes, whole new reality and timeline. Completely. You're not even the same. I know I'm not. People, I have called people from my past, and they'll say, is this you? People have hung up the phone. Literally hung up the phone because they were like, this doesn't sound like her. Asking me like certain questions to prove that it was me. This doesn't sound like, who is this? And I tell them, it's Princess-Odilia. It's me. And they're like, it doesn't sound like you. Are you sure this is you? Tell me such and such. You don't sound the same. You don't look the same. You don't think the same. People play the same games, and you're like, are you serious? Like, no, you really don't know me. Like, I'm literally different. I'm so not the same person anymore. People that used to call me never do. I can feel the vibrational difference. Absolutely. It is so different. So different. It's like we're not the same. And I've had people think like, you're supposed to be going through this, and this because you went through that. And so I think you need to do this step and that step. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, I was taken through a divine course. and God, I went through God's therapy. Trust me, it was not nice. Okay. It wasn't like get on the phone or get on your video and talk to a therapist that's just listening to you and not saying anything, because they haven't even been through what you've been through. So they can't even relate. I'm sorry. Most therapists, they cannot relate. If you haven't gone through an evolution, and there are not many people in this type of world. Okay, you are on a whole nother level, a whole new level. Okay, so I love it. Listen, let's see, where are we? And I don't, what is this thing doing? Okay, I don't know. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, I just need it. I don't know what. Guys, forgive me. Okay. I'm trying. I'm not used to this whole live thing that much, but the spirit said go live, so I had to do it. Reflect on your achievements and the journey that led you here. This reminder encourages you to stay optimistic and keep striving toward your goals. Keep your momentum, supported by the powers of heaven. You've accomplished great things. Now embrace the rewards you've earned. Mm, 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 mm. And there it, and that's the way it is. Doom. I wish I had some music playing. I don't know why we can't, why we can't play music. Okay, so look, I'm gonna pick a page wherever it leads us, and then we're gonna play a game. Okay? And see what comes out. Yay! Okay, so here we go. Bam, right there. King of Cups. What is this? The King of Cups can represent a person who embodies the qualities of empathy. I was just talking about being an empath. Wow. Okay. Empathy, compassion, and emotional intelligence, and takes action to uphold their boundaries while being mindful of those around. That person may be you. Is that you? Is that you? This card can also represent the energy of that requires the setting of boundaries and expression of compassion. Oh, first I go further. Okay, love and romance. So I'm guided to read this section. You are blessed by the presence of a partner who is stable, sensitive, and emotionally intelligent. It may take a little time to open up to one another, but once the walls come down, there is wonderful potential for deep love. Bring the energy of compassion, empathy, and support into your relationship in order to deepen your connection. Mm. So, if you don't have that, and if it has not materialized, it's going to materialize. Mm. See, the beauty of together, a true love, the beauty of that is it demonstrates the power, the true essence of God, true love and forgiveness and trust. And guess what? If you haven't been through something with someone, how do you trust? What does that demonstrate? What? Because you haven't been through anything, right? So it's important to understand that when we're talking about being and going through something and really demonstrating true love, that is also showing somebody who has been in a relationship, and it may be somebody from your past, and it may not be somebody from your past. It may be whatever it is. Look at that. It may be somebody from the past or not, right? But it is somebody who has been through it and who has evolved. Who I'm speaking to, you have evolved, and your person has evolved as well. But there's a lot of love in when we're talking about actually twin flames. I'm going to say that because the twin flame journey is really very rare, first of all, very rare, because it is definitely showing somebody who has been through hell. It is a tumultuous relationship that they go through, and then they break, and then they come back. Okay, it's very rare. It doesn't mean that you don't experience or don't have the opportunity of experiencing someone who is your soul mate. And that means that is somebody that in the journey of your soul have they've already seen this person. They've already been in connection with this person in some kind of way in previous lifetimes. So you will see them now and it's like, oh my God, I don't know. It just seems like it's so perfect. And, and it could have been any type of relationship or encounter in the past life. It doesn't necessarily mean that it was a romantic relationship with that person. It very well could have been just a platonic relationship, a situationship. It could have been anything that caused for there to be a connection. You could have been best friends before. Your soul could have been in a relationship that was best friends. And so that we understand, the soul is who you carry. All right, that is what the soul is. You're carrying the soul. We're all pregnant with the soul. The soul is in there, and it's you yourself. You are in this body as flesh, right? And you can move around with your arms and legs, your beautiful arms and legs. Your soul and your spirit, but your spirit with flesh, so you have mobility. And the soul doesn't have that. The soul is really is reliant upon you. It needs you. It needs you to listen to God. It needs you to go with the flow. It needs you to do that. And it is put in a position of submission to you. It needs you. And it chose you. It flowed with you naturally to you. So you are what it needs. And it is about the mission of God and connected with you because you're so beautiful and it needs you. So in that process, the soul has been carried most times because as many centuries as there has been life on this playing field, the soul has been carried by humans and even by an animal or so. You never know, right? So, in the process of transition. So, it needs you. And that's that, okay? So, listen, that soul mate, that person that you're feeling so close with, it doesn't necessarily, it just depends on what the nature of the game was with that particular soul. But when you're talking about a twin flame, that is completely different. That is a fated union. That is a union that is fated. That is a union that is very critical, an essential energy that is critical for this earth, for the new era, for the new world, for us all as humankind raising our frequency and vibration on this earthly plane, because that love union is literally a signature of the divine. It is like God in the flesh in terms, it's like the positive negative, because there's going to be the yin and it's the yin and the yang for real. They show true love, and they come to a point they don't give a damn what anybody thinks anymore. They don't care. They don't care. But it's that type of love that people will a lot of times be completely against, especially family and friends. You have people who will come in and try to tear it up, come between it. I mean, you got people doing voodoo, hoodoo, love spells, all kind of stuff to break up that kind of union. Right? Those fated unions. Yeah. So, those of you who are embracing today, your sweetie's day, I want you to enjoy. I don't know why, like, all of a sudden, I feel like even right now I'm having an out-of-body experience. It's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, so let's see what we have. We're playing fast. I got 5 on me. I got 5 on me. I got 5 on me. So we set the stage. Oh, Spirit said that wasn't necessarily setting the stage. That was just us putting some cards out there. So that's cool. That's cool. What's up? 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 So what we doing, Holy Spirit? Well, we did set the stage with this world card, but I'm going to have to hold it because the person is new. But the world fell out. Full circle. Full circle. So, on this Sweeties Day, what's happening? Somebody coming back into your life, boo? Oh, And oh, and you know what you got to do? You got to listen, y'all. The rules and the regulations that we have set in place, even as it relates to relationship, it really forces the hand of the soul. It can't even flow. It can't even flow. You can't even stay in what you're supposed to stay in, because if you listen to everybody, that's why you don't need to be talking about your relationship to anybody. You need to be telling nobody about your relationship, what you're going through. Okay? And some people don't even need to be in the relationship. Don't force it. Everybody, you need to flow. Don't force whatever. There is no forcing. Let it flow. Right? Let it flow. Ladies, learn how to quantify your value. Gentlemen, if you don't like it, leave. Ladies, if you don't like it, leave. Unless you are guided not to. And there is such a thing of you being in a relationship and you're guided to stay there. And that's because you need to go through something to break something, and most likely you are a generational curse breaker. So yeah, you got to stay in that relationship. Or not got to, but it would behoove you to. Your soul needs you to, because it needs you to go through something, to break something. And then, yeah, there's necessary breaks when you have a twinning flaming, okay? And that's not every day that you get those. They're very rare. Very rare. So we're playing fives, okay, but we've got 4 piles here. We're going to play fives. Hey, hey, hey. So listen, yeah. Look. So we're going to drop 3 right here. All right. Yeah. So you heard what we just read. You got somebody that's coming in your life, if they're not already there. And it's full circle. So there's a return that's coming back in your life. And that return, let me tell you, with the twin flame, you're really going to have to trust. Your love is bringing you back, but it's really going to take a lot for you to trust and for you to love them and really trust that they are they're the one. But if that person has not gone through the dark night of the soul, they have not gone through the ego death. The only death in this game is the ego. Everything else, you're switching sides. Yeah. Okay? So, but you're going to have to trust in a way that you never have before. Yeah. Yep. But if you're honest, you love the hell out of them. You love them. I mean, there's nothing that you can do. You can't even stop it. You can't go. You can be with Tom, Dick, and Harry, or Susie, Mary, and Jane. You could have done the most, or you could have been the light angel in the relationship. But still, deep down in your heart, you know that you are in love with them regardless of whatever they've done. And the only thing you keep doing is telling yourself what everybody else would tell you. And you are actually holding it up because you're thinking about what other people would think if you even decided to go back. That's where you are. Ooh, Lord. I'm just saying. Let's keep it real. That's where you are. That is exactly where you are. You worried about what somebody else would think in this scenario. Baby, it's not up to them. What are you here for? Because whatever it is that you're here for, you are going, and for some of you, it is time for you to step aside. Divine wants you to itself so that it can romanticize with you. It's your soul that's calling you, because it's truly romantic. The hermit mode is a romantic experience. Literally a divine romantic experience. So listen, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. What we got? 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 All right, y'all. Okay, so, so the first thing we got. Oh, okay. Oh, I gotta pick another. I gotta pick something else. I gotta pick something else. Gotta pick something else. All right, listen. We're gonna top this off and see how we go, and we're gonna do this upside down. Okay. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Okay. Okay. Ooh, messing up my cards already. Look at that. Okay. How you doing? The divine sent me an angel after tremendous betrayal and pain and ego death and transformation. I believe I am on earth. Look at that. It's going to come back. It just left again. That's what it did. It left again. It keeps doing that. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay. Do you believe? Okay. I believe I'm an earth. I am an earth, and she is my divine, but only spirit. It keep coming. Send something else so it come back up again. I don't know why it's doing that. That sucks. How? I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. So Arson, the angel says, I am an earth. I know what I meant to say angel. She is my divine feminine, but only in spirit form. Do you believe that can exist? A 5D divine being in union with someone in 3D. Ah. I don't know what. It seems impossible, but yet I've healed so much and I can't deny the connection. I know it must be rare, but believe it's truly my soulmate just in spirit form. When you say just in spirit form, what are you saying? Just in spirit form. You're saying it's not in the, that she's not in the physical? What are you saying? Okay. You're going to clarify that, Arson. Okay, so this is what I'm going to tell you. Oh, wow. Spirit said no. Not, okay. A 5D and a 3D is like a rhino and a cow trying to cohabitate. And unless there is the, you are placed in somebody's life, and you can be placed in somebody's life so that you can be the light and the opportunity of grace for them where they are going to rise. Yeah. Because, I mean, I experienced that where I was in a relationship with someone that, I mean, and there will come a necessary break because that person has to grow. They're going to have to grow. Wow, Spirit said don't sugarcoat it. The answer is no. Not without a break. There's a lesson in that. That's a lesson. That's a lesson. Yeah. If they are not on your level, they're not on your level. Yeah, they're not on your level. So I want you to be certain to ask the divine, why are they in your life? What is the experience that you are to have? Like, what am I to experience in this moment now? Why am I here? What am I to experience in this moment now? God, whatever your desire is, let it become strongly mine, and so shall my plans be established and succeed. Allow yourself to stay where you are. Stay in the vortex. Because typically what you're going to find is as you begin to stay in the vortex and just be you, there's an imbalance. There's an imbalance. I know it can be difficult. So what I want you to do is go back to that drawing board, because I don't know why that person is in your life. I don't know why. because there is a time where there you can be potentially with someone and there's a light in the dark, right? And you're seeing the great that you guys could be. That is possible. But if that person has not gone through the tower, the ego death themselves, you could be put in their life so that they can have the opportunity to go through it, right? And they have an opportunity to heal and they can grow with you. I mean, only spirit, not in the physical, like a divine being and an energy. It's hard to explain. Okay. Well, in spirit form, you mean your soul? Like me living my life and her present in spirit, etc. Okay, so your soul is showing up as a female for you. My soul show up as a male for me. So it could be your soul, like you are married to yourself. That's not 3D, that's the soul. And the soul is the ultimate spirit energy. So, like, I give the example that I've been on a romantic excursion with the divine for the past year. And then as things were, at some point, then I began to understand the genealogy of my soul. And in this relationship with my soul, the soul that I carry. But it's a male. And I know the name and all that. And who it is. A familiar name for many. So, yeah, that's possible. Absolutely. That's not 3D, though. So, why do you call it 3D? I didn't know that could happen. Interesting that our soul could show up like that. Yeah, it is. Yep. Uh-huh. Absolutely. Like me living my life and her present in spirit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so you've met your soul. And the spirit said that's the truth. So then it's like, ask your soul, what is his name? Yeah, that can happen. Absolutely. You're carrying a soul. So yeah, you are. And the energies that have carried it can also be present in terms of energy. So just ask so that you can be clear. And you will hear. You will definitely hear. Yeah. That's one of my gifts. So we'll be talking about that. I'll be doing a seminar and some classes and keep all of you guys posted on that, because that is the meat and potatoes of us. Isn't that wonderful? Like, we really do have a companion, a whole nother companion. And I cried when I'm like, oh my God, wait a minute, hold on. So I'm here because of you. And you've been that one that's been so cool with me, loving on me. And you've been carrying this particular mission. It's like the soul has been the one that's carrying the baton in the race, lifetime after lifetime. Like, oh man, okay, let me hurry. Let me get to the next one. And hopefully this person listens. Listens to the divine and follow the flow so that I can get on to the next thing and we can get on with the game, right? And then ourselves, these vessels have created a lot of karma because the scales have to balance. So then it has to go through the process of elimination, the process of balancing. So now it's going through certain lifetimes and certain experiences that it needs to go through so that the scales can balance, you know. It's been a hot mess that we've done here, but we're going to make it through, right? Oh, wow. We got the world. Oh, completion. That's what we were just talking about that. The shadow self, attachment, addiction, restriction for somebody. You've gone through that. At the same time, there's an opportunity when there's this whole world is coming in, and you're going to have so much abundance on every scale in every area of your life. In every area of your life. Creative opportunities, intuitive messages. In every area of your life. In every area of your life. Hold on. Let me get this. Okay. In every area. Ooh. Ooh. In every area of your life. It's getting ready to get really wild. Really wild. I want to clarify this. All right. We're playing cards, guys. For those of you who are there. I told you. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh. Yep. Telling you. You got a happy surprise coming. You got love and the sun. And that was clarifying this. And there's so much that's coming, though. There's so much, like an overindulgence that you're getting ready to step into. The number 9, there's a birthing. Yeah. And look at this, 29. Again, number 11. Number 9, 11. That's actually 111. And then, oh no, that wasn't that. That was here. Okay. Look at that. And you're going to gain a lot. You're going to gain a lot. Okay. Let's hear. We're clarifying. Wow. Wow. So you are going from the fear of change. You're moving beyond that, the fear of change. And you're very, very loving. Very loving. And you're stepping into, wow, just a great fortune. Great fortune. Great fortune. Wow. You don't even know. Matter of fact, you're going to be very surprised. Very surprised. Hold on. Oh, you said something else. It says, I'm not anybody in 3D. I have been thinking this was a divine being sent as a counterpart of some sort, but I guess maybe it's just the soul I'm carrying showing up as a female. Yeah. And yes, that abundance, it's coming in very strong, and soon. I know that's for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. I remember one time I woke up. I was awakened, got up, was waking up in the morning, and I saw this image in my mind, and it was a man and had his legs crossed, and the way I've seen it before. And he said, "Are you ready to win the game? Come on." He said, "Come on." He said, "Come on, you ready to win the game today?" And I said, "Yeah." And it was so vivid. It was so vivid, but I've seen that image before. I actually saw it in a dream. This wasn't a dream. This was me waking up to the presence of it. And I'm like, wow, okay. So it wasn't until time down the road that I received this revelation of the soul. And then I asked, because I know that the soul is the spirit that we're carrying, I said, wait a minute, okay. Because the revelation of it was coming so clear. I'm like, who are you? Because I wanted to know who who are you showing up in my life in this lifetime? How is this? Like, and everything became very clear over time. But it was very clear. Oh wow. I wasn't even gonna tell you guys this. But well, okay. And I'm not. I was gonna tell you the name, but you would know the name. So I want to be able to really go into depth with that. Not while we're playing cards, because we're playing card game right now. So yeah, yeah, and yeah. So I was given the name, and some of you are audible, where you have a connection like that, and so I was, and it was amazing. And I'm like, oh my gosh! But what happened? See, God makes it make sense. So what happened is everything when they told me the name. And then the spirit was like, look up this and then look up that, which were some other, I know all who carried myself. So it was like, look them up and look that up. I'm like, oh my God. And so it was clear that the mission that the soul had from the beginning is definitely playing out even to now. It's all playing out. Yeah. So it's beautiful. It's amazing. All right, how are you guys? How are you guys? 111:22. We're gonna be wrapping it up in a minute. Yeah. So apparently you've got like big love coming. Big love. Yes. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I'm gonna look this up. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I don't know why it feels like I feel like I'm in another world. I really do. It feels like I'm playing this game and we are in another world. A whole new world. Boom. There it is. Justice. What's coming in for you is showing up as justice. Even the love. You're getting ready to celebrate. And now it's time for self-love. Let the insecurities go. Wow. And see, remember we were cutting. That is you opening up to, it's going to reopen the whole balance of your mind. The clarity is returning. The energy is coming. The clarity is returning, baby. Okay? You have new clarity. A lot of compassion coming towards you. 39 may be important. 27. Oh no, that was 11. 33. All right. Wow. Wow. New beginnings. New beginnings. And I'm telling you, it may be with someone in the past. Yeah. Love, harmony, relationships, union, partnerships. All of that. All of that, darling. Okay. Can you get something to clarify that? Wow. This is coming. This is and it's a very emotional union. Meaning there's gonna, wow. High Priestess. High Priestess, Ace of Wands, the Lovers, and the Tower. Okay? Sudden change. Sudden change. Revelation. But see, this Tower, You've already been through the tower. And there's justice. Wow. 77. 77. The High Priestess. Let's see from there. And we're going to look these up. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. We're just chilling. We're just chilling. Yeah, we're just chilling and doing it big. All right. I can't believe it's still early, too. Oh, one on the top. There we go. I gotta take it out. Okay. Look at that. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Look at that. 10 of Pentacles. So on all the four, we got 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, and Justice. That's what came up on our little scoreboard, okay? And what do we have? 99 and a half just won't do. Lord. Lord. And again. Came out again. That goes to show. Full circle. Do you hear me? The world again. Twice. Twice. All right. Wow, this is like double. The higher, all of them coming, clarifying the same thing over and over. Over and over and over again. Wow. King of Pentacles. Wow. Whoever, you guys you don't even care what people are thinking. You don't care. You don't care what people are thinking. You sure don't. You don't care. You're still going to move forward and you're going to take action as God is leading you to do. That's what you're going to do. That's what you're getting ready to do. You don't care what anybody is thinking. They can all take it and go somewhere. Okay? And I'm glad about that for you. This is justice. Because, and you know what that means? That after you've gone through everything that you went through in that relationship, that you are, after you went through everything, you are willing to take a stand and really step into this experience that you are supposed to experience, that is destined for you to experience. And you know how much that's going to please God, which is so most important anyways, is for you to please God. So I'm very, very, very happy that that's what you have chosen to do for yourself. Yeah. Move forward. Don't worry about what anybody is thinking, what they're talking about, how they're going to look at you. Nobody care. Because this has to do with your love, and this has to do with you being a part, being chosen. Because that type of union, you are both chosen. That means you made it through a lot. It's like two colonels coming together. Two, what is it? Where are the colonels? Are colonels in the Navy or the Army? I'm not sure. But it's like a high-rank soldier. You are high-rank. Look at that. And this came in the reverse. You know what that means? That means you let it all go. Just like what I just said. You're letting all that energy go. You let all of the indoctrination, the suppression, the sedation, all of that go. And you decided to flow. And as a result of that, you are getting justice. And this relationship, this beautiful, wonderful relationship that is flipping around, is the blessing for you. Okay, baby. Babies. In case we have more than one person that is here for this beautiful, beautiful experience. I love you guys. Oh, wow. Look at that. And the sun again. The sun again. The sun. Wow. And the sun will come out tomorrow. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Tomorrow. Da-da-da. Tomorrow. I love you. I love you. Tomorrow. You're only a day away. Yeah. So beautiful. It's like, let's just sit in it. Jeez, let's just sit in it. Let's get out our book. What is it saying? This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. This is justice. This is justice. Yep. This is justice. We'll do that in a minute. Wow, this is justice. Wow, the world is sun. What we doing? What we talking about? What we talking about? This is justice. All right. Let's see here. This is so beautiful. It's like I feel like I'm floating. Do you feel like you're floating? I feel like I'm just floating in the air, like just floating. I really do. I really do. This is beautiful. Like, who is this for? Who are you? Oh, just so beautiful. All right. Don't hesitate to invest. And this is the thing. The new relationship could actually be, and in some cases it is the same person, but it's the same person because they have evolved. I mean, it's a different person because they have evolved. Okay, so they've evolved into a different person. They are not recognizable to a person that's in another dimension. They don't even understand it. Like I told you, I was calling people and they were really like, not just because I haven't really touched my past is like done. Like I haven't connected with past people in that way. But yeah, people are really, they don't know. I'm foreign to them. That's what they think, you know? And it's cool. I get it. I'm like, it took me a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. This is me. This is me. This is me. They're like, no, it doesn't sound like you. But then after like 3-4 people saying, you don't sound the same. You don't, like, wow, you don't look the same. Right? Because because we are energy, as you raise your frequency, you are literally going to transform inside and out. And it will be known, right? People will be able to notice. All right. You may, like they told me, I don't sound the same. I don't look okay. Well, hey, I can't be mad. It is what it is. Good. Thank you. That's the sign. I'm back. Was that? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That abundance, it's coming in very strong and soon. I know that's for sure. Oh, that is so wonderful. Okay, so, all right, so you drive trucks. Isn't that ironic? That's so ironic. Okay, it says, don't hesitate to invest in a new relationship or opportunity. Fresh new insight and clarity in an existing relationship will lead to taking action in a positive direction. This card may also signify improved communication in your current relationship or next relationship. That's why I was just telling you. You may be coming back around because we saw the world here a few times. You may be coming back around with somebody from your past, but they've gone through the evolution. They've evolved as well. So you both have evolved. So you both will be foreign. It would be completely new. And the test is going to be really being able to trust God. I said to somebody, it is something to trust this or that a thing, but it's another thing to trust God when it comes to a person that you may have felt hurt by. You didn't understand something, whatever. You went through whatever you went through, but 9 times out of 10, you've learned a lot from that person of the past. I know I did. I learned a lot. I couldn't even be mad. I was like, no, but I needed them. It's like they didn't even know. I needed them to be able to go through what I needed to go through to balance. Now, what they did and how they did it, that's for them to have to go through whatever they have to go through. But it's not for me to judge it. I don't even wish bad on them, and that's an empath. But what it is important for you to do, and for who I'm talking to, if you are an empath, yeah, feel your heart. But know that, listen, a twin flame is something that God really has the hand in, okay? And if both people decide to be obedient and follow their heart, it may seem like the craziest thing to do to come back. Because you're talking about a twin flame. The breakup was tumultuous. Everything was tumultuous, okay? The tower was burnt, okay? But, and what I'm seeing here, I just get chills. I'm like, okay, all right, God bless you. And I know it's scary. It's so scary. It's so scary. But what is so beautiful is that both, what you don't understand is that there's such forgiveness, because in a twin flame, there's so much love. It's the love of the divine. And it's the forgiveness that we're all being called to, that we expect for God to do for us, right? And you're not going to care when you come back together. Either person, there'll be some type of, you have to let go of the insecurity, you got to let go of the fear, because there's going to be this connection that comes, that is just automatic when you see each other. The forgiveness is there. You were already forgiven. The person that was the love and the light, and both of you had that. But there's going to be like a high dark and a high light, and then you're going to balance and then come into this divine light together and really be able to tell the story of renewal. Literally, that's what's going to happen. But that's rare. And you'll know too, if it's you, your family, your people didn't like it, didn't like y'all, didn't like one of you, it was a fight. There were warnings. So, hey, listen, just because we don't know any better doesn't mean that we don't have to go through karma. You understand? It's like in the spirit realm, in the spiritual. And when it comes to the indoctrination, it comes to this to religion. Just because we didn't know any better doesn't mean that the world is not doing what it's doing. Balancing out them scales, okay? We going through stuff. Tables are being turned over and beyond our control. What we gonna do? I didn't know any better. I know, but the scales got to balance. But you'll be protected. Don't worry about it. But you still got to go through what you got to go through. And you got to put your big girl panties on and put your big boy drawers on, boo. That's what you do. What you do. That's what you're gonna do. I just love it. I don't know why I feel like a little giddy right now, but it's okay. The way you mess around with my heart. Let's continue. I get silly, y'all. It's okay. How y'all doing on this happy Saturday that I found out it was Sweeties Day? So happy Sweeties Day to all the DMs. And if you didn't listen in the beginning, I gave a little message to the men, because I want y'all to know that y'all okay. Everybody okay? All right? Be you. No more suppressing. You are part of the ICBG family. We are not suppressing anything. Be you, be true to you. Don't dumb yourself down in any room. Be you and let the chips fall where they may. Everybody got something to learn, okay? Everybody got something to learn, okay? What you saying, Arson? I'm a I'm a I'm a goofy mother trucker too. You good? Be silly. I'm trying to tell you. I know I am. So I used to get on people's nerves because I was laughing all the time. And I don't know if I told you. I don't know if I told you guys this one day. Well, years ago, when I was working for corporate America, a long time ago, I received a performance review and I was marked down. Okay. So I wanted to know when I was in my meeting, why was I marked down? Like, what is this? So I'm sitting in the meeting and I was like in my 20s. So I'm sitting in the meeting and I'm like, why did you mark me down? Like, I've always gotten an O positive, I think it was. Whatever it was a high number. And they said to me, and I thought they were playing, he said, you need to turn your bubbles down. What? Turn my bubbles down? Really? Is that what we're doing? And I said, are you serious? And he reared back in his seat and he said, yeah, nobody wants to hear all that laughing and smiling early in the morning. I couldn't believe it. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Turn your bubbles down. Can we get we turn them bubbles up over here? What a hateful soul he was. He was. I'm like, dude, whatever. And gave me a S plus, okay? Satisfactory plus. Literally. But let me tell you, I know I'm not the only one. God don't play about me. I'm just saying my spirit team is ruthless. I don't even know. I literally warn people because I am an empath. I don't want to see any harm come to somebody. Be like, please leave me alone. It's really for your good. Like it's not good if you go there. So I mean, I'm not laughing at him, but I'm sure he was able to reflect and needed some of them bubbles down the road, because I did run into that person and they weren't happy when I ran into them. And this was years later, but they were not a happy camper. And I felt bad for them when I ran into them, and I'm like, whoa. But man, it wasn't good. It wasn't cute. So yeah, need some of them bubbles. But that's what they told me. I need to turn them bubbles down. Well, let's turn the bubbles up. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. And you know what? When people say, when they find out how old I am, and I had somebody, I was taking an Uber not long ago. And so we were talking, and the guy was, kind of flirting or whatever. And I'm just talking, and then I said, I spit out my age real quick. We almost had an accident. Like he literally turned, looked. I'm like, wait, get me out of the road. He said, no way. I said, yeah. But I feel like the age that you thought I was. But whatever. Yes. Say it proud. I'm proud. What you talking about? But you know what I tell people? It's the joy inside of me. That's why I can keep it like it. I keep it because it's the joy inside of me. Joy is not related to the things that you attain. Yes, I've got many titles. I done had many things. I've been wealthy, and I've been without. But I've never been without, if you know what I mean. The joy becomes unspeakable when you have allowed yourself, first of all, to be you. I never saw myself as insecure, but then I realized I was born into a bloodline that it was a bloodline of insecure. They had fear, right? So then I had to go through the healing process. I went through that journey and I broke that generational curse. And then I was able to say it out loud, like, what you mean? I'm confident. I don't have no, this, that, and the third. But there were things that I was doing that it was definitely saying you're insecure. Because why were you doing something that you knew that it wasn't good for you, but you were doing it because you didn't want to hurt somebody's feelings? What is that in you that caused you to sacrifice yourself, what's good for you, because you were worried about what somebody else was going to think? I'm just saying. Can we get an amen? Everybody stand up, but don't raise your hand, because that's what it is. That's insecurity. So these things that I had to go through to just purge, to really step into my authenticity. To really step into my authenticity. I was suppressed in the religion. I was born into it. We suppressed every day. Hell, we couldn't even go to watch the movies. I couldn't even wear red fingernail polish. Have you ever seen me without it? Now I wear it so much, I would be going straight to hell with this song, okay? Jezebel up in this piece, okay? Bam. Boom. Can we get some red on it? Peace. That's what it is. Okay, let's get back to it. I just can't tell y'all that. Okay, so it signifies improved communication in your current relationship or next relationship. We read that part. Okay. What was that? Yeah, this is like communication. This is your intuition. Your intuition. And your intuition is on fleet. It's on fleet. And you have been intuitively guided through everything. You allowed yourself to die. In my journey, I died in the physical and in the spirit. Literally. Okay? And to show sign of it, when I came out of the death, the physical death, my toenails and my fingernails were black, like the grave, black. The white part was black, like somebody dug me out of the grave and I was dead. Poisoned. Oh, I died and I came back to life. They're not that way anymore. But God allowed them to be that way so that I could see, yes, baby, you have risen from the dead. Your prayer was not unnoticed. You are powerful. Come on now. Don't get me to preaching up in here. Don't get me to doing that. Okay, so listen. So let's see. We've got, oh wow, 10 of Pentacles, Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, you didn't let that go. You're not a look. You have stepped in your intuition. Okay, big time here. Okay, big time. That's Hierophant in reverse, and you still have a lot of wisdom with you. A lot of wisdom, man. with you. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. Mm, 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 You're going to have more and more and more and more to give. Wow, the sun again. I didn't even realize. Come on now. Wow. You got the sun. Oh, look at that. You got the sun. The nine of discs. Game, love. You. This is going to be an emotional reunion. It's going to shock both of you. It's literally going to shock both of you. I can just feel it. I got chills. It's going to shock you. You don't even know what hit you. You're going to end up at the right place at the right time, baby, and it's going to be good. And then you're going to trust God. You're going to have to. Because there was a lot in the past. But, it's something because I cut the cord the other day, like I said. And I don't know if I said it on this one or not, but I cut the cord. And when I did, the next day and every since, like I feel literally like I'm floating. I'm floating. I literally feel like I'm physically floating. Right? It's like everything has been released. Like I'm in literally a whole new world. Literally. There were encounters that I had just before that day that had a certain energy, a resistant energy, a negative energy towards me for no reason at all, that literally flipped overnight without thought. We moved right into, and it was a professional encounter, but that particular person was no longer I don't know, obstinate or whatever they were. It was like in this stage of the game, I'm not messing with anything that I'm being tolerated on. I don't play. Right? I'm gonna exit the world. I exit that world. I exit that situation willingly. Oh no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And it's all good, you know? But what I found is there's opportunities a lot of times to look at things from a new perspective. I had to look at myself in the mirror. Let me tell you, y'all, okay? Because you can be the angel of the world and then you be like, you know what? Let me look at myself real good because you know what? I'm a hot flaming mess if I really think about some of the things I didn't even see, some of the things I didn't notice when I had more healing to do and didn't realize the healing that I had to do to come into the balance. So there's always a new perspective. That's why I say it's important in your reflection time, not when things are brought back up to you, for you to not go back into you trying to think of it how you did back then. Allow yourself to pace yourself and say, what am I to see? What am I to experience in this moment now? What new can I apply to that then thought that will bring about an enlightenment and a change? What are we saying here? What are we saying, friend? My beautiful soul. What happened to it? Oh, okay. No. Oh, okay. It said, I completely relate to that totally new reality. I am sleeping better and feel much lighter, etc. after a lot of suffering. And you know what? Isn't it a woosah? I went through a lot too. I went through a lot. And it took a lot for me to grow in what I had to grow in. I had to grow. I remember, oh my God, some things that I went through with my children. Because when you're going through your journey, especially when, like, I've been in hermit, so I've been not talking to pretty much anybody, because I've just been on this commune with the divine, this romantic excursion with the divine. And nobody understands that. Like, what the hell are you talking about, girl? You talking about a romantic excursion with the divine? Yes, baby. Yes, yes, yes. You know, Prince called it sex. He would say, yes. They say, you're going to have fun at the concert. He says, yes, we're going to have fun. We're going to have great sex. And he said that because that is that romantic. It's a very intimate experience with the divine. I mean, honestly, whoa, I just can't even tell you. So anyways, I relate, and I'm so glad that you made it out. I'm so glad that you made it out. Some people don't. Some people don't. And when they don't make it out, you know, some people don't make it out. You know, when we talk about these unions too, it's important. If you have a fated union that was fated, if you didn't make it out, that means that you have, because you are already highly intuitive. So if you chose to just completely ignore the divine, oh gosh, your ancestors and everybody, man, okay? Your ancestors don't play about it, okay? Because you were sent here to do that. Like, what are you doing? You need to get in line, right? So I'm glad that you moved forward. I'm glad that you decided to heal. I'm glad that you decided to, also walk in love. That's because it takes love for yourself, forgiveness for yourself, that renewal, being able to connect with your soul, the divine. I just have chills. I've been floating ever since I cut that cord. I've just been floating, like literally, like on a float. Maybe you can play music for us. Because you know what? I have videos that I can't even, they're always like putting flags on it. Like, whatever. I'm just glad to be able to be open and to be free. Hmm. And you let God do what God's going to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hmm. Here's some water to you. Boop. Thank you, God. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Listen. I have to put my glasses on, okay? All right. Let's see. You're right. YouTube doesn't want me to have too many bubbles. They're like, who is this chick that's always laughing? So yeah, like we were saying earlier about the joy. Joy is inside. Happy is based on things, a title, something that you've gotten, you know, you attained something and you got a car or a house or something, and then or some clothes or some gym shoes or something, you're like, you're happy because of it, or people are praising you and you're happy for that, and then the minute they stop praising you, you lose your nuts, I meant like your brain. Better watch it. I'll be flagged. I don't know. I think it was tonight for me to just sit here and just, yeah. I like that. I like that. Yeah. Because I really feel a calm. How do you feel? How do you feel, Arson? Are you calm? Are you feeling calm? Because we have some beautiful energy all around. Beautiful. And it's aligning. Hmm. Hmm. Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? You know what? Sometimes people just sit on here. You know, so how about we just sit on here? People do. They just sit on. They're like, what are they doing? They're like eating chips. Oh, you know what? I've got something to eat. Oh, wait. Spirit said, wait a minute. What? Okay. So, oh, okay. So I'm full. Where are we? What are we doing? What are we doing? I feel calm. Yes, and this was a line for sure. I was gonna do another 350 plus miles today and had a mud flap issue, and here I am, done for the day, relaxing. Wow, that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. I'm glad for that. I'm glad. So, because I mean, you know what I say? You know how, like, preachers will say they started preaching or something, and I was preaching to the cheers in the basement. They were preaching to the cheers in the basement, and God was moving, and it was okay. I don't, hey, because I know for a fact, and it's interesting because there's always more, a lot of people who have watched after. It's interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Yeah. So, hmm. So, yeah, wow. Yeah. And what was I saying? Yeah, so yeah, I don't care. Like, I know it's gonna go into, oh wow, this is I know that it's going to be heard by who it needs to be heard by. Hmm. Slow and steady. What? You said it. I already know. Slow and steady does what? That part. Do it for the love of the game, not for the gain. That's a solid foundation. And love yourself. Forget what people are talking about. I know I'm in that space. I don't care. You love who you love. It is what it is. Yep, they did what they did. Now what? What did they do in do you ooh whoever you are too? Arson, I know you're there. But there's some other people listening and watching on other channels. Listen now. Mm. It's the why factor. But why? Why did it happen? Some of you who are being called back in union, you need to pay attention to the why. Wow. Divine said to me, I remember about my circumstance. Divine said to me, if you were in a war and you had a partner on the war zone, and you saw an offense coming towards your person that was your partner on the war zone, you saw the opposing side coming for them, and they didn't see what you saw, so they got shot. They got hit hard. But you saw what they didn't see. Question is, will I ever leave you? The answer is no, 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 no. Tell them. Would you leave them and say, well, you so stupid, you didn't even see that coming? So I'm going to leave you right down here. You deserve to stay right there and die. Can you imagine what kind of person are you? Mm-mm. Nope. Because you already know what happened. You know better than they did. And God already prepped you in the process because God already told you that they had a heart just like yours. You like, huh? For real. You already prepared. You already know. You know what they didn't know. You already knew what they didn't know. They had to let go of stuff just like you had to let go. They had to say F it, just like you had to say F it to the people that got something to say. Why do I have chills all over my body? Ooh, Lord have mercy. Question is the why factor. Some of you really need to ask yourself the why, and some of you need to be honest with yourself, because you know you're thinking that, well, you're thinking about everything back then. But what you don't understand, if that person has gone through the ego death, if God brings you back together, it's going to be magical in the first place. And you're going to know that it was nobody but God. So when it does happen, you're going to have to trust God. You got to trust God. I cannot. You got to trust God. You got to trust God. You got to put your trust in God. Put your trust in God. All you got to do is put your trust in God. Put your trust in God. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Trust in God. All you got to do is put your trust in God. That was one of the first songs that I had to sing when I was a little girl. Oh, Lord. I just got chills. I tell you, I'm floating. What in the world is going on? I am floating. I got chills from crown head to sole of my feet, and it's not cold in here. Okay. So I pull. And see, this is the thing. Both you and your partner, you have a work to do in the kingdom, too, in the new earth, in the new era. You're going to be an example of the love. That's why it's so important for you guys to go through what you had to go through. That's why you had to do it. And it had to be tough. It had to be so tough. It had to be so like, somebody came for somebody type thing. Like, but it was as a result of the illusion, it was as a result of the attack that the person was even in the position to do that. Otherwise, they never would have. But because of their soft heart, because of who they were, because of the influence of the people that they trusted around them, that's why. That's the only reason why they did that. Somebody lied to them. Somebody lied to them. Somebody told them some lies. And it hurt them so bad that they retaliated in such a way that when they woke up out of the situation, it broke them down. They could not believe that they did what they did. They could not believe that they did what they did, that they were even capable of doing that, because that is not who they aimed to be in that time. But the part you knew that. You knew what came for them. You actually warned them. But you had to allow them to go through what they went through, because God also told you what was about to happen. The why factor. Divine, all up in the sauce, okay? All up in the sauce, boo. All up in that sauce. Did you hear what I said to you? They didn't mean to do that. I mean, they wouldn't. I mean, you may say, no, yes, they did. They knew exactly what they were doing. I know. But this is beyond that. This is on a whole nother dimension. Just on a whole nother dimension. A whole nother dimension of sacrifice, of selflessness. Did you hear what I said to you? You don't even know. You don't even know. Woo. This is real. Okay, so here, look at what I pulled. Look at this. Fire. So this has like a fire energy. We're talking about like astrologically, a fire sign. Okay? Some type of energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Mm-hmm. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. I got the chills won't go. Mm. It's a Y factor. You both have been in a very tough spiritual battle on purpose. Okay? Yeah. So you're gonna be beyond good. Okay. Oh wow. See, these I just pulled. Okay. Spirit guided me to these. Love. Be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Oh, look at that. Look at how everything is just flowing. I've got chills for you. Oh my gosh. You are, oh, and this one here, mastery. Because see, both of you are. You got it. Both of you are. Oh, Lord. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. I can't. I'm feeling this. I don't know what the hee-haw hell. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Listen. And both of you are teachers. Both of you are teachers. Wow. With grace, you have gone through this. With grace. Bigger they are, harder they fall. That comes to me. Grace. The two doves. Look at this. This is what was pulled. Look at this. You who glide across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Okay? Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. It's scary. Oh, I get it. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. Listen. Play. That's what we're doing today. We're playing. Listen. It's scary. You're getting ready to step back and into union. This is because the world came out twice. You know, it came out twice. It's getting ready to get wild. It's going to get wild for you, darling. You are a powerful creator. I cannot. What are we doing? You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. And that's the queen energy. So whether you are male or female, darling, know that it is yours. Can I get a ashe, man on this day? And again, happy Sweeties Day to all of you divine masculines. I want to turn some music on. Guess what I could do? Guess what I'm about to do? Why didn't I think about this at first? Because you know they have like no royalty music like that. These is my friend and it's really so touch. All I got to do is put my trust in God. Put my trust in God. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Trust in God. Oh, wow. Wow, wow. That is crazy what just happened there. All right, so this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Don't want to... I cannot believe it's as early as it is. It seems like it's so later. Wow. So I hope everybody's having fun. Listen, we're about to... I got to do this. Okay, let me see. What is it called? Oh. Free music. I got this. These people were royalty free. We're gonna do it. Okay, so I mean, it may not be what we really like or go for, but what do we care? I just need some sounds in the background. Sounds in the background. No copyright music. Okay. What we got? What does it say? Close to you. What's that? Let's see what this is. It's close to you. Since we're talking about, let's see. Man, I gotta pick up all that glass. All right, so for the sake above the clouds, let's groove. I just want something. Okay. Whatever. It's something, right? Took me 2 hours to put it on, but who cares? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay. Is there something else I'm supposed to read, God? Okay, because I was putting that part up. Because I can talk. I really know how to talk. But you know, I've spent so much time recently just literally being quiet. I've been so... Some may say not really, but whatever. Considering. I've been quiet. It's been a lot of quiet time. That's what this journey calls for. Literally. Is silence. Reflection, understanding, all of that stuff. So... And having to grow, and I mean really a lot of tears, a lot of crying, a lot of just understanding me. I'm sure whoever is listening to this, you've had to get to the bottom of it. To you, who you are, you know. And really accepting truths that you maybe never knew existed. You know, when you're hurt and you're moving forward in your life through pain, things don't look the same. That's a whole nother lens. So a lot of times you may have blocks up. You're completely blocked off and not knowing that you are blocked off. Some people have been born into families that were deep in the shadows. Deep down and dirty in the shadows. Very three-dimensional. Very worried about what other people are saying about what, you know, sometimes you're born into that. And you're born into it. We're more tied to our soul than our DNA. the soul's genealogy in our DNA, because our DNA aligned with you for the reason that your soul was going through whatever. Your soul aligned with you because your DNA had what it needed to go through in this lifetime. So it aligned with you for that, but your soul has its own connections because it's been carried by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Yeah. You'll get that in the book. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for some football? And then when you think about this spiritual warfare, sometimes you got to move in silence, literally. I mean, this is not a typical scenario that you're experiencing. So you have to completely move in silence. You can't even tell people when your stuff's coming out. You got to just pop out. Like, I just got to come online. I can't, sometimes it's guided for me. I'm completely guided. So Spirit say just go live. I'm like, huh, wait a minute. What you mean? What you mean? Well, hey, look, I'm just trying to, I'm going with the flow. Look, we on track. We going with the flow. Hey, you want me to go live? Okay, I'm going live. I mean, but what don't I need to, go live right now. I need you to go live right now. Like right now. Turn it on. Just don't worry about that. Just hit live. Listen. You don't gotta tell me twice. I know what it's like to not be going with the flow. Did you hear what I said to you now? Now why did our music go off? I don't even understand. Maybe. Wow. There we go. Yeah. We're just playing what we could play without getting flagged. Yeah, so when you get back in union with your person, this is not a union that you can like go telling everybody. You ought to know better by now. Everybody ought to know better. You can't even do that yet. You won't be able to at first. Then you have to wait a little bit. Mm-hmm. How y'all doing? Y'all doing okay? I should not be tired. I can't believe it's as early as it is, though. This is crazy. I feel like I'm floating. Do you feel like you're floating? No, we're not listening to that. You're going to be surprised. You're going to be surprised. You're also going to be surprised about how well you're going to be received by the one that you're so scared to confront. They already know. They know everything. God showed them everything and left nothing out about everything. Your life, what you did, your sexuality, the affairs, the lies. It's all been the deep down, dirty, ugly, because they had to go through that because they had to heal. And God said to them, like, maybe God didn't say exactly what was said to me in the way that it was, but they went through the experience. And God told me, in order to heal, you got to go deep into the pain. So God let it all be unveiled. Connected all the dots, said everything, and did everything. I know I'm not alone. So I know that whoever you are, you're concerned. I'm talking to a male. You've been through so much yourself. Congratulations, though, because that's a lot. And if you were the one going through the shadow experience, dealing with an angel, because you were actually dealing with an angel. You were dealing with an earth angel. You were dealing with someone who is very high ranking in the spirit realm. So if that be so, I know you went through it in a major way. Yeah. But I need you to understand that it's okay. they know everything. And you good. And they love you just as much as you love them. So it's going to be a major surprise. Both of y'all got your little pains and your little hurts, and you got good, but I don't know, because, you know. But you were lied to, though. Yeah. You were lied to. Even some of the people who came for you, they're also going through their karma and things, and they can't believe it themselves, and it's tough for everybody. Especially if you came for an earth angel. It's tough. Because who I'm talking to, we're talking about somebody who is literally, you guys are a twin flame. So this is a fated union. This is God ordained. Something you can't even explain. It is what it is. The love is the love. It's real. But congratulations. Yeah. Congratulations. It's like I'm having to breathe for you. Who are you? Who are you? Man. Yeah. It's a reunion. This is a reunion that I'm talking about. This is definitely a reunion. Yeah. This is a reunion, and it's new because neither of you are the same. Neither of you. I mean, it's better though. It's like you're finally on that same plane, like, and you were with somebody who was truly loving, so they get it. And they've grown, but you've grown. So you won't do the things you did before. Don't be nervous. Follow however you're guided. Period. Why our music keeps stopping? Follow how you are guided, boo. Follow how you are guided. It's all love. I'm gonna shut her down. I have to, because I have to get some things done. I have something that I have to work on, and I appreciate you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Love you. I do. Yeah. Oh. Than you ever know. It's for sure, sure. Hyphen again, I'm telling you. It's about to get wild, baby. Know that. Wild, wild, wild. I love every last one of you. I choose to be guided. High Priestess again. It's beautiful. I love you guys. Thank you all for coming. Thank you so much. You are amazing. You are awesome. Thank you. And congratulations to the lovebirds here. Congratulations. And happy Sweeties Day to all the beautiful divine masculines. And to my beautiful queens. I love you guys so much. See you next time.